Welcome to episode 14 on our beautiful, beautiful Dark Souls 3 playthrough. We are getting an early start on our evening stream on this beautiful Sunday evening. So we're in it to win it. We might as well get an early start because if it's anything like last night's stream, we are in for a bruising. I really think last night might have been we had a bit of a struggle in the first maybe hour and a half of our playing last night, but we recovered very well. We defeated. Let me switch the mouse setup here to our controller. Plug our little controller in here. We actually defeated the Aldrich the Destroyer yesterday, and we currently are making our way past where he was positioned at. So we're looking beautiful right now. And as always, got to get the old chat pulled up. And we just reached 73 subscribers, my friend. I appreciate the love. That was very beautiful. All right. So I've got the chat pulled up. Everything is ready to go. We've got plenty of brewskis. Not that we're going to be too heavy this evening. We were pretty deep in the cups yesterday. So we currently just came down here. We defeated some giant that was in this room. And right now there's a bunch of rats. There is some odd enemies we've encountered. I'm not sure what that is. Right now our arrow situation, the only arrows we have are wood arrows. Because we actually used a lot of arrows in this area. They sit like right behind you. That's kind of funny. They'll go right underneath you. The enemies are a little bit better at reacting in this title compared to previous titles. We got a couple of them there with the follow-up shots, but I think the more damage we do here, the easier it will be when we do get down there. Nice shooting. Unless they're just unlimited. I don't think they are. Oh, he had nice little zigzag pattern there. Maybe they are unlimited. Right on the nose. Okay, enough of that. Enough of that. All right. Moving on. We could drop down there, but I don't think that's how you're meant to go. You could jump on this ledge. Perhaps. Yeah, that would lead to nothing, though. Just continue on the main path here. We've learned a lot on this first playthrough. Without a doubt, we are learning a lot about this game. One thing we've kind of learned is that it might benefit us from the beginning to try and stay in Ember form as much as we can, because we haven't really engaged in any dialogue with anybody we've run across. And apparently you have to be in Ember form to have certain encounters play out. There was an opening to the right there. Ooh, you might not could hear it on your end, but very faintly I heard a basilisk. Or what sounded like a basilisk. Okay, there was an opening back to our right, and there's a couple of chests here. I'm trying to see if any one of them's a mimic. Yep. The one on the left is a mimic. Old cell key. I bet you that's the key to open up those cells back at the beginning of this area. Oh, he's got some... So when he's in the crawling motion like that... Oh, there's a bunch of basilisks here. Okay, so we did hear the basilisks, and they don't open up until... Oh, I don't know how he got another bite animation on us. That is weird. This is a weird encounter. Okay, let's run past all these guys here. Okay, you just want to... It's a little squirrely, this area, to be honest. I know we're acting crazy right now, but there's just a lot going on here. So you can really use the stairs to your advantage here. Mimic is kind of bugging out right now. We've got to watch our curse build up. My goodness, that got a little squirrely there for a minute, didn't it? The mimic went back to sleep right there. Yeah, this one, he kind of lays down. Dark Clutch Rain. Increased dark attack, but compromises damage absorption. So those rings are good for casters, I think. So interesting little area. Yeah, this area is definitely beneficial to have some pretty decent arrows to come down here. I'm guessing all the basilisks came from this room. And we got a big rat. Give me a blue juice. We are sitting on a bit of souls right now, and I think it's mostly because of that giant that we killed. So this sewers we're in is an interesting area. And great, more of these guys. We can get them with 2 swings of our weapon two-handed here. Jailer trousers, okay. Wow, they really lowered the HP down. Can they lower it all the way? Firebomb, I choose you. Okay. Interesting mechanic, these jailers. They weaken you tremendously. Just maintain your composure. Man, there is a lot down here. My goodness. A lot of jailers down here. So there's a path to the left. There's more jailers over here. We do have that great bow we could try to use. With Dragon Slayer great arrows. Oh, nice. Nice. Okay, switch back to our other bow here. I think we've eliminated most of the jailers here. Bet there's one right here. Yep. Oh, one of these guys. Great. These guys pay to be aggressive on them because they stagger pretty easy. Nothing in here. Wow, there was a lot of jailers in that room. My goodness. It's locked. That almost looked like an NPC in there to me. What's going on, brother? Zafil996, my man. Appreciate you coming in, brother. We have no idea where to go or what to do, but it's our first playthrough, so first time playing this game, so we are enjoying it. Okay, there's a path leading outside here. That leads to that arena down there. We don't want that yet. We want to finish exploring inside here first. Xanthus Ashes. And a Dusk Crown Ring. And that's probably another Mimic. We can see if the lid opens. Yep. Wow, there was a lot of Mimics in this area here. Okay, there's a couple of baddies here. So right now we've got a Mimic, a jail cell right here, and then the path, a couple of paths to the left here, which actually, these golem-looking creatures, very odd creatures. That one, he's waking up a little bit. Yeah, the bow and arrow is like really effective in this area. It has really assisted us considerably. Nice. Profane Coal. Okay, so we got the Mimic, and then we got that doorway there, and then the outside area that leads to an arena. Dang, another Mimic. These Mimics are starting to get a little bit frustrating here. Bring him out to the open. Wow, that kick right there is devastating. If you don't get a block on that kick, right there, that kick will damage you like bad. Let him make a move. Swing. It's more just watching them than anything. But that spinning kick, that thing is devastating. Okay, that's the outward entrance. We got this path over here. I don't know if this is a good place to farm or not. It might not be, but we have racked up quite a few souls in this area, starting from that giant that we killed. Okay, what's going on out here? Enemy? Dragon Torso Stone. got a feeling that these two knights wake up, but they probably wait for you to walk away. We have an elevator. So we've got an elevator, and we've also has my English. We also have that path that led down to the arena area. We can always go back there. Ooh, a shiny. We just seen an item. Let's go ahead and get that item. Lightning blade. Ooh. I doubt we could equip that though. Where is our... Yeah, you have to have 30 faith to use it. Okay, this might be a shortcut. This might be the area. Yeah, I think this is the area. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is the direction we came going through there. And there is that item on that ledge. It's so easy to forget about particular items you passed. And you always tell yourself, oh, I'll go back and find it. So, we already killed these guys. Yeah, we already went through this area. So that path we just took, it actually just opened up a shortcut. Thank goodness. So we really don't have to do down here anymore. Yeah, because this is where we killed the giant. And then that was where we kind of started the stream off, was right here in this spot. At least we got the lizard this time. Titanite chunk, yes! We are desperate for Titanite chunks. We didn't engage that area down here, though. But I think by going out to the arena, it might lead back here. So let's go out the direction of the arena now. Beautiful area. And we don't have the key to open up this jail cell that this, what seems to be an NPC in there. We've been picking up a couple of keys, but we don't know what they open. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Shiny. Just taking in the surroundings. So this area really looks like the Oolacile area from Dark Souls 1. It really looks like that DLC content area off the original Dark Souls game. At least that round building. That round building is really giving off the Olisio vibes. That area that had Manus. Oh, that was a beautiful boss fight right there. Yeah, his name was Manus. Yeah. It was the boss fight that you get to summon the wolf to help you. I think one time I played through, I was able to summon the wolf. And I think the wolf, he died fairly quickly during that boss fight, but it was still fun nonetheless. Okay. So we've got a few locked jail cells here. We've got a couple items on an item on a ledge. Okay, Profane Capital. We've got some weird gargoyle that we're going to pull back here to a more feasible zone. Just let him come to us. Not sure about his moveset here. Pretty damaging, but nothing crazy. Nothing crazy right now with this enemy. He wasn't bad. Gargoyle Flame Spear. I hate how we're going in a new area though, because I wanted to kind of finish that jail area, open up all the cell doors, but in typical Souls fashion, we might have to backtrack. Okay, there should be a way to get over there. There should be a way to get over there somehow. For now, just drop down here. Let's see what's going on. There's a little path leading out. Confusing. Item up on a ledge there. A lot. You know, that's one thing I've kind of noticed is there's a lot of items up on ledges in this game. And you've got to figure out a way to find a point to drop off down to get it. So like that item, you probably just... That item's probably not that bad to get. Oh, there is a bonfire. Ooh, okay. Undead Bone Shard. Beautiful. Okay. So we have found a bonfire. Thank goodness. Because we actually do need to spend some of these souls here. I highly doubt that gargoyle respawns. I'd be shocked if he did. I mean, if he does, it's not that big of a deal, but... Alright, to get this item here, I'm betting... should walk out on this plank. And then roll onto that lower area. Right there. Tried to roll, but our character didn't roll. And then from here... you might could drop here. Nope. Missed. Okay. Forget that idea. Okay, now that we've found a bonfire, we're going to go back, do 2 level up twice. We might go back through the jail cell just at the beginning part to see if that key that we found opened up those doors that were locked to us earlier. Okay, so we are in this area. I'm pretty sure this previous area, this Erythral Boreal Valley, pretty sure we completely finished it. So we are now on new area. We'll go back to the Erythral Dungeon bonfire in a moment. As far as what to level up, I don't know. We're not getting much HP anymore. Our HP, we do need to purchase some arrows.
Welcome home, speak then.
Our HP is not going up
touch that take nourishment.
very much at all right now. It's only going up 19. So we're probably still meant to work on endurance and other things. So let's do endurance and might get the dex up a little bit here. Or no, keep working on endurance and vitality. I'd like to wear some stronger armor.
Farewell, Ash, and may the flame.
Right now we're rocking the Silver Knight chest piece and the Silver Knight leggings with no gauntlets. And I don't know why I can't speak English this evening. We don't have a helmet on and we don't have any gauntlets on due to weight issues. There is no gauntlet we have that can keep us at 70 or under. Well, we could wear the Master's gloves there, which actually is good. At least it'll give us some curse resistance. So we've got something on. Alright, let's use a soul item to get a little bit of moolah here. Just use one of those. Yeah, that Weary Warrior is 5,000. And we're going to purchase some arrows from our buddy down here.
Oh,
the only weird thing going on...
It took go on.
The only weird thing going on down here is one of the mage NPCs from the beginning of the game, he's dead. And I have no idea who killed him. Pontiff Knight Curved Sword. Dude, every weapon in this game is so good. So there's the Zweihander, the two-handed greatsword. He does have Pontiff Knight Shield. Pontiff Knight Shield has really good defense against magic. Okay, so we got the knight outfit. Either way, we're here for the arrows, but I'm just looking at what he has. Lightning Urn. Explodes, inflicting lightning damage. Ooh. Okay, we need to purchase... He does have large arrows. But the standard arrow is significantly cheaper. Give me about 200 of those. And the lightning arrow, or the fire arrow, we'll get about 40 fire arrow.
Goodbye. Oh, this place is up.
Although I kind of regret that because the fire arrow, now that I remember, it wasn't as effective. It really seemed like we were doing more damage with our lightning arrow than our fire arrow. In order to get our longbow up to +5, we would need... We actually have enough to do that. We do have enough to do that. We don't have enough to get our longbow up to +6, but we can go ahead and get it up to +5 before we head back.
Ah, tis good one.
Give coal. Give giant's coal.
Seems like my thanks. I'll be it's but us.
And we can give profane coal.
This is yet, but your fight accursed.
So our infusement now, we've got a lot of different options to infuse weapons, apparently. Apparently we can infuse with a lot of different items now. Sharp, refined, raw, crystal. Blessed Lightning. We did want to make a lightning weapon. Poison. Hollow. I don't know what the hollow is all about. Deep and dark. Okay, deep just does standard dark damage. But dark does dark damage that scales with your intelligence and faith. The hollow, I don't know what the hollow deal is. I haven't figured that one out yet. The hollow gem. Chaos. I don't know how chaos works because there's no humanity in this game. Simple. Simple scales with magic. Crystal scales with magic. But crystal scales with magic a little bit better, I think, than the simple. See, lightning would be good to equip like on a spear. It would be pretty cool to equip on a spear. Pike, like a lightning pike, that would be a lot of fun. Or the Lothric Knight long spear. We do have one of those. But alas, we're just here to upgrade our bow. Oh, so the Dragon Slayer Great Bow takes Twinkling Titanite. That's the first item we've seen. I think that... Well, the Ethereal Straight Sword takes Twinkling too. So some of the weapons... Some of the special weapons take Twinkling. Which we do have quite a bit of Twinkling. I bet our shield, the Grass Crest shield we're using, yeah, it takes Twinkling too. Okay, upgrade the bow. 4 large Titanite shards. Ooh, we actually have enough to make it a +6. Nice. So we have a +6 longbow.
Be careful, I don't want to.
And a +6 claymore. That's beautiful. And let's get our arrow straight here. Put our standard arrow in our R1 slot. Okay, gorgeous. Alright, let's go back and see if we can open up Do we actually have any... Do we have any Estus shard? We do. So this was a good vendor run we made. We've really got everything buffed up.
Just wasn't.
You do get a lot of
Pretty be careful, I don't want to see.
right now we have 10 uses, I think. Maybe 11. We'll rest and see. Yeah, we have 11 uses of our Estus now. We got 10 for Estus and 1 for the blue Estus, which is what we use to fill up our mana. That is, to me, it seems like really nice they give you that many that many chugs you can have. Okay, we've come back here because we wanted to open up. Does not open from this side. We wanted to open up a couple of jail cells here that were actually locked to us. One was in this room, right here. I still don't have the key. What in the world? So confusing. There was another jail cell down here to the right, if I'm not mistaken. Perhaps you're meant to just drop down. Yeah, right here. That's locked. So kind of odd. There's a lot of, there's still several cells in this area that is just locked to us. This guy is like uber powerful. That's kind of funny. Well, we were able to unlock that now. We did kill him the first time over here through the doorway. He does put that bleeding effect on you that I don't think goes away over time. I think you... I think we'll have to drink the, Well, we come down here for nothing, because we were hoping that the jail cells were open, but alas, they are not. Luckily, we can one-shot these guys. Well, as soon as I said that, we didn't. It must be where you hit them at that determines... that determines your ability to hit them. So that prison cell is still locked to us. I mean, it's so odd. It's okay. Use a homeward bone. Bonfire lasts rested at. Moving on, we've explored this prison as best as we could. There's maybe, I think, from in my mind and counting, I believe there's 3 jail cells that we were unable to open yet. So perhaps going through this next area, the profane capital here, we'll be able to find said keys. And we're usually not live this time. It's usually around 8 Central that we're live, but our schedule freed up today, so we're getting at it a little earlier. So probably the time we're getting off is usually the time that we generally start. My goodness, that's a long ladder. That's going to be a bear to climb up. Okay, there's some worshippers there. Oh, as soon as I said that they shot some fireball at me, that's funny. Bet you can drop down here. That's so funny. Well, you don't know unless you try. Honestly, though, that really did look like an area you could drop to. No cap. And I bet there is secrets going through some of these openings here and dropping out. Because there is the path over here. Well, we took fall damage. Too high. Too high. Too high to fall down there. So one of these paths might be... See, that's why I like spending my souls. Because when I enter a new area, I tend to do a bit of exploration, and you never know what you're going to run into. Yeah, I don't... You probably just come out over in that area. So we'll slide down the long ladder and engage these gentlemen here that are shooting fire from the bowl up there, which they can't hit you. Certain speed. Wow, they've got good aim. You can't drop off that ledge there. So we've got another gargoyle here. They keep hitting us with fire, but we're pulling back to where they can't hit us. So, tactical retreat. Kind of hard on the camera angle where I got him, but as long as you keep your shield up, you won't take too much damage from this guy. Haha, we missed. When he staggers back, he really staggers back. He like staggers back out of range. Not bad, not bad. I am digging this Silver Knight set. We should have kept fighting those Silver Knights to see if we can get the helmet and the gloves. Even though they're too heavy for us to equip. But it would have been cool for the look. Okay, so if you run, they don't hit you. But if you walk, they can hit you. So we'll just run. Smart move by avoiding that gargoyle there. Yeah, I think there's another one right there. Or it could just be a statue. I wonder. You probably could honestly snipe these guys. You get like right there. That'd take too much. Playing Dark Souls 1 as a sniper is it's actually feasible. There's a lot of areas in that game that you can just run around with the bow and just constantly harass the enemy with the bow. So our +6 longbow with standard arrow. Oh, he's got a little dagger in his hand. That's funny. Yeah, the headshots really pay off in this. And another I didn't mean to do that. Another gargoyle. Who's kind of bugging out right here. So this area you can kind of cheese the enemy a bit. They want you to run down there, but we play it cautious. Oh, he's blocking with his wing. That's cool. So anytime he's blocking, we can just target some of them. That's how you do it. I can probably run down here and take out the last one. Backstab? What a weird room. Oh, the chalices. It's crazy looking room right here. More casters. A lot more casters. We don't have too many of those great arrows. Otherwise, I would love to use them to snipe those gentlemen from a distance. Okay, so there is what appears to be a boss to the left here with the fog gate. Oh, this comes down to the... okay. We had backstab right next to the bowl there, so it kind of zoomed in real bad. Oh, nice little maneuver with your flame. And just swipe. These guys are easy. Get out of here. Okay, big ball of fire. Big ball of fire. And now we're at the lower end. I feel like those gargoyles are going to wake up. Rusted coin. What appears to be a hole to your death. Okay, not sure what's going on over here. Another rusted coin. Which rusted coin would probably be good when you're going back through the game and you're just beating them up. My first time playthrough here, it has 100% been live. I haven't played this game at all off stream. But whenever I do eventually beat it with my first playthrough here, I will play this game on my own time, essentially. A lot of exploring in this game. A lot of ground to cover. Okay, we've got what appears to be a boss room, but we also have these casters over here, these fire worshippers to the right. And here's what I'm thinking. Thinking I have a little fun here. It just sends them flying. You really don't want to miss, though, because these arrows are priceless. We still got 3 more of these arrows. And I said that, as soon as I said that, I missed. I do love the animation of how it just sends them flying back. It's so funny to me. Okay, now we can switch to this Oni Slayer Great Arrow. Oh. So it's not that big. It's not that big of an arrow. It's a lot smaller arrow, but it's still a great arrow. Oops. My bad. Didn't mean to do the talisman there. I did it again. What is wrong with my fingers? Nice. Oh, he's not dead. It actually gets him within a hair's breadth. So that means the Oni Slayer Great Arrow does slightly less damage than the other Great Arrow we had, the Dragon Slayer Great Arrow. Alright, put our other arrows back on here. See, if you probably were to run in there and start hacking away at them on your first attempt, you know, you'll have all 7 of them just turn on you and just immediately start perfect. Oh, we got a gargoyle. He came out of nowhere. He definitely come out of nowhere. So these gargoyles, they tend to protect the casters. That's their job. And he's just flying around like crazy. Not really a big threat here. Our +6 Claymore dispatches of them with ease. Okay, there are several chests, several treasure chests in this room. I've got to be careful saying chest because my S's are so weird. There's a mimic right there. See right there? It's moving up, moving down. This one I do not think is a mimic. Okay, I was wrong. It was a mimic. I just didn't see it move up and down. No biggie. We survived it. Well, So both of those are mimics. That's odd. I'm watching the lid on this to see if it's a mimic too. It doesn't appear to be. You can't always fire an arrow at it, but... So there's an ember in that chest. So right now it seems like we have 2 mimics and then fight the boss. So we got a few shots off with our arrow there. You gotta watch it because they got a slightly different move than the first game or the first 2 titles. When they reach down to grab, they actually turn a little bit when they grab. They don't just reach down and grab straight. Okay, he was weak. Rusted gold coin. We'll let our girl shoot this guy. Wake up, buddy. Biggest thing is keep our shield up because that spinning kick is just devastating. I'm actually going the wrong way. Just be patient. Let him make a move. He almost got a hit right there. Alright, 2 mimic down. Great Shield of Glory. I didn't pay attention to how many souls the mimic characters give you. As far as I can tell, this area is done too, and we just engaged the boss. Mostly some rusted coins down here. What is that? Hold on. Is that all there is in here? Just the boss gate? Yeah, let me check those 2 items over there before we get the boss. Or start attempting the boss. It's very rare for me to get a boss in the first attempt. Although those early bosses in this game, it wasn't that bad. It was pretty easy pickings. Ah, dang it. Didn't mean to fall down there. It was pretty easy pickings, some of the early bosses. We rocked them pretty well. Between 1 and 2 attempts. Some of these later bosses are giving us a run for our money. Aldrich, we got that Aldrich. It was only 4 attempts. It was less than it took for us to beat the Pontiff Sullivant. Pontiff Sullivant was just weird to me. His moveset. Okay, there's an item up here. Oni Slayer Great Bow. And I guess you could just drop down here. That's where we were previously at. Very odd. Okay, so makes sense. But there's still that item up there. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm mistaken. I thought I saw an item right there, but I guess not. I guess it was those blue flowers. So as far as this area, there only was a couple items up there in the round area. That we did not figure out how to get to. But it's no matter. We're going to take the boss on. I beat the game. I'll be, going back through all the way, so to speak. Going through the whole thing. Oh, man, I'm bad about the chat. I'm sorry, brother. My bad. Bismarck Talks, back at it again. Did you do Sigurd's quest? If you did, he helps you with the boss here. Brother, I have not seen Sigurd at all. And I know the character you're talking about. It's the Onion Knight, the Katarina guy from the other games. I haven't seen that Onion Knight in this game yet. And my bad, I'm so bad about keeping my eye on that chat. He, I don't know. I haven't seen him at all. So, perhaps he's just somewhere I haven't seen. I'm not sure. I must have completely run past him. But it is my first time through. So, mistakes are most definitely meant to be made. I was talking about it earlier. Yorm the Giant. I was kind of talking about it earlier. This is giving me... What is that boss I'm thinking of? Oh yeah, he's got massive HP. I like it. Really got to study his Yeah, I'm not sure what maneuver that was. I think that was a guard break type move. No, I was saying, I was trying to say earlier, kind of focusing on this boss fight here. The further along I get in the game, I feel like I might need to go back and go back through some of the earlier areas and kind of understand, oh, well, this is what I missed here. Because there's been a lot of items on the ledges that I did not see. So he does this bit of a stomping effect meant to break your guard. That's kind of the deal here. Is he wants to break your guard. That way his heavy hitting sword can kind of, smash you. That right there where he kind of stomps you, that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to break your guard to get a swipe in. I'm not locked on right now because locking on is giving some, well, I didn't like that. I didn't like how we weren't able to get out of the way on that hit. So we're slapping them for about 79 damage each turn, or each swing. We barely dodged that hit. Okay, so luckily we blocked that swing there. He's definitely tough. We really should get a bit more aggressive here, because we're kind of kind of running out of Estus. See, there could be a bit of a gimmick here on this gentleman. Either he has really high HP, or there's a... I mean, nobody spoil it for me if there is. As I'm thinking, there's either A, a bit of a gimmick here, or B, he just has really high HP. And he's not meant to be like real hard, he's just more of a long, drawn out engagement. There's a nice little swipe he had right there. Oh no, that wasn't a swipe, that was the guard break maneuver. I couldn't really see it, but it kind of looked like he had this thing where he slams his fist down. And that's what makes the, that's what kind of staggers you. You'd think his ankles would be chopped off by now. I can't see. Visibility with some of these bosses is odd. You get up against a wall. Oh, there is like a throne room right there. We're just playing around now. It's taking a long time to actually do some significant damage against this guy. Let's go grab this item. This might be the gimmick here. I started getting a feeling that there was a gimmick on Storm Ruler. Yeah. As I was going to say earlier, this boss is like... Storm Ruler. This boss is a lot like the, that character in Demon Souls. The blind guy, the big giant that's blind. So we just picked up a Storm Ruler. I'm not sure if this is what you used to beat him, but I'm just guessing. Maybe not. Storm Ruler is a weapon from Demon Souls. Maybe one-handed. No. Maybe it's not, maybe you're not meant to. That might just be a weapon you pick up, honestly. Oops. Well, we're about dead. I still feel like there might be a bit of a gimmick. Either there's a gimmick to it, or he just, we need to come in here fresh with plenty of Estus and just take our time whittling him down. We were doing significant damage there on the first attempt. We did pick up a weapon called Storm Ruler. This is a weapon from Demon Souls. Assume stance to imbue sword with storm. Most effective when facing giants. So if we did use the Storm Ruler, okay, I still don't know how to do the special on these things. Oh, that's how you do it. Okay. Oh, you do the L2. L2 is the special. So you're probably meant to use this weapon, using it like that. So, yeah, I still haven't even learned the skill sets on these things. So, you hold a weapon two-handed, and then you hold the L2 and do that. That's the skill. Yeah, we haven't even done that much on any of the weapons. Like the great sword. The great sword. Use one's weight to lunge forward with low stance and increase poise. Follow with a strong attack for spinning slash. Okay, that's pretty cool, the great sword. It's pretty cool. So, some of these weapons have pretty neat skills. Let's put that storm ruler back on. Let's go with the yeah, we're not going to change any of our rings here. We're good on all that. Yeah, I think this boss is easy. I think it's just finding the gimmick part, which I think we figured out. We need to use this weapon. And we've got to hold L2 and then R2. Oh, wait a second. That really charged it up. So does it stay like that now? Okay, so the storm ruler apparently has a kind of charge and then attack. But if you hold the L2 down, it'll charge up like that. And then you can use it the whole fight. Oh, come. Okay, this boss gonna be easy. Please. Please, we figured it out. We figured it out. But I do like it because I knew the OG Souls player me from way back in the early days of PlayStation 3 playing Demon Souls knew that something was a bit gimmicky. Let me grab another can here. Something was a bit gimmicky about that fight. Because we were hitting for like very little damage. And we could do it. We could have done it with our Claymore there. But it just would have taken so long. You know, it would have been a very, very long, drawn-out boss fight. And it didn't seem quite feasible. So I bet now we're going to go down with this. Let me open up one here for the boys. We're going to go down there with the Storm Ruler and give this another attempt. And when I saw that throne chair and the item up there, I said, well, let me just go grab that. This fight's taking forever anyway. And then I said, oh, it's Storm Ruler. Oh, okay. Go back to Demon Souls. Yeah, Storm Ruler. You needed that to take on the giant praying mantis in the sky. So I like it, but I'm kind of ruined. You know, I'm kind of ruined by playing. I've played Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, and Dark Souls 2. I've played all three of those games back on the PlayStation 3. So I'm kind of ruined on certain experiences like that. For like a brand new person, never played a Souls game before, going to that boss fight, who knows how many times they would keep attempting it before they... Okay, we're going to head to the back of the boss now. Who knows how many times they would keep attempting it before they finally realized, wait a second, something's Something's not adding up here. Screw it, let me just grab that item. And then they grab that item and they're like, oh, maybe I should use this sword against them. Okay, so that gargoyle does respawn. That gentleman there does respawn. So the run back to this boss might be a little precarious here. If all of the gargoyles respawn. It might not be all of them, but that first one on the bridge, he does respawn. Okay, he does too. That's okay. Too little, too late. We are in the boss. We are in the boss room. So now I'm going to charge the weapon up. And then I'm just going to one-hand it. Okay, that's still not doing the type of damage I thought it would do. Believe it or not. So it might be... See, I don't like how he can hit you before you can get up. It might be... I might be incorrect about that assumption. Although it's a good weapon, Arc Claymore actually does considerable more damage than that. So we're going to go back to the Claymore. I thought that the Storm Roller was kind of the deal breaker on that. But it's actually not the case. But it is kind of cool, the thing. I thought like it did more... considerably more damage to him. Let me get rid of this. And there's nothing we want to put on our weapon. Adds the lacerating effect. We could try that out. It might make it go a little quicker. Okay. Well, first attempt we grabbed the item. Second attempt we thought it was the item, but it wasn't the item. You just gotta get good and get in there and smash them a few times. So we're gonna run like the dickens here. Good thing we've been leveling up our endurance a little bit. It is starting to pay off. And he really doesn't, that boss really doesn't do significant, he's not like crazy. He just tries to get you off balance and then hit you with his big swings. He's not like super fast, you know, madness type deal. It's more of just a slow go. Take your time. Take your time. And you really could probably just, you know, yeah, see right there, he does that kind of attack where he's trying to knock you off balance and then swing. It's like a stomp kind of deal because your character takes a little bit of time to get up from those knockdowns. So we're hit for 93 damage. It's not bad. It's a little janky though when you're up against the wall there. I wonder... Oh, he actually hit us that time. I wonder if you're, Man, the camera is terrible. Camera is the final boss of Souls in any game. I wonder what the, quote-unquote kind of difficulty of this boss in this game. If it's like, oh man, he's one of the worst, or if he's meant to not be the worst, you know. Because some bosses, you know, they have that reputation of, oh, this is the worst boss in the game. Oh, his stomp down can kind of hit you from the side a little bit. We'll have to watch out for that. We took the brunt of that, didn't we? Yeah, that's, to me, that's the most difficult, is when he knocks you back and then you're trying to get up. He'll get a swing on you when you get up, but you kind of don't want him to get any swing on you. You really want to kind of go hitless on this. Down the ladder. And we could also always go with a very light setup as opposed to what we have, but I think what we have is pretty good because we got a bit of a mid-roll. We have a bit of a medium roll going, and we have a little bit of armor, so we're not completely, you know, one-shotted by him. You know, it takes him a good 2 solid hits to take us down, essentially. Not sure if that gargoyle follows us all the way. Haha, he seems to kind of be blocked right there. That's kind of funny. Any ring that we would like to have? Not really. The Pontiff's right eye could be okay. As opposed to the healing ring. We could actually get rid of the talisman and bow. We don't need them for this fight. We could put our Herald helm on. And maybe even... Perfect. Okay. We could pop an ember for extra HP. Really, I should have saved the ember for, well, I'm sure it's going to take several attempts, but I should save the ember for what we did during the Aldrich fight. Because if you remember on that fight, we were out of health, and we used that ember right at the end, and it refilled our HP, and we had enough to finish him off at the end there. There's not too much going on in this room, I don't think. It's probably more beneficial to just take your time one-handing it too, in case he gets any side swipes on you. you'll be able to block. A block is significantly better than a direct hit, without a doubt. Okay, that's the one that keeps getting us when we're coming back up. So we're slapping for 79 damage each hit. So add that up to how many ever HP he has. His knockback is effective. Yeah, see, he got a hit in there. We got hung up on his leg. At least his knockback doesn't do any damage to you. Yeah, really gotta watch out for that slam down he has. Oh, I forgot we don't have our talisman equipped. That's right. So it's just a slow trudge fighting this guy. As best as I can figure. It's kind of a little bit weird, the arena. Because it's a wide open arena, but you always find yourself in the wall. Yeah, facing him directly on is kind of weird too. See, as a caster, this actually would be, to me as a caster, this fight would be a little bit easier because you're really just constantly rolling back. That's all you're worried about. When you're up close, you're constantly getting knocked back. This is a weird boss. Oh yeah, he can kind of get you with that slam down. If you're slightly in front of his feet, The frontal slam down will get you. So we'll have to watch out for that. Now he's got HP forever. What a odd boss. To me, this is just so funny. Because we've been here for like... You could be in this boss room for like an hour. I guess Dark Souls 3 doesn't value people's time at all. Having an encounter that lasts this long. This is so funny, this HP. It just goes forever. Yeah, see right there when I was kind of in front of his legs, I've gotten hit by that a few times. That's one where you really gotta be well behind him to not get that little slam down he has. Just because you're at his feet doesn't mean anything. What a weird boss. Oh, he got us on that slam down. That was pretty nice. I guess that's all it is. It's just the boss fight takes so long. It takes an hour in and of itself. And in the course of an hour, he's just hoping that you make a couple errors in where your body is located. This is hilarious to me. I have never been in a boss fight that has gone on for this long. Yeah, see, we're out of Estus. We've been fighting this guy for quite a while now. And we got him down, I'd say about, 24, 25% of the way. But he is like He just has a huge amount of HP. That went on for a minute now. That went on for a long time, that engagement. That is so odd to me. See, it makes me think that maybe I need to go back in there and explore that room a little bit better. Because there might be something in there that's like, oh, well, if you do this, it's going to make the boss fight so much quicker, you know, because, I mean, I guess From Software is expecting people to spend an hour drudging it out against one boss. That, honestly, if that is the case, on that boss fight, that would, like, really actually be a moment that would kind of ruin it for these series. Only because of the time factor. That is so odd, if that's the case. So I'm going to go back and explore in that room a little bit better, in the hopes of that's not the case. It was a little bit taste of the High Lord Wolnir fight we engaged in. We kept damaging him over and over and over again. But it wasn't until we figured out you actually have to hit the goofy firecasters. It wasn't until we realized you had to hit his bracelets. So there might be some kind of effect like that here for this boss. It might not be the real low. It might actually be you have to trudge it out for an hour. An hour of no breaks. You can't even reach for your beverage or anything. That's what's got me irked. The whole point of these games is to play them. I generally only consume when I am playing this game. These type of games. Okay, unequip that. I think our setup's alright. Let's go explore this room a little bit better. Maybe back by his throne. There might be something going on. Or you're really meant to, you know, just hack it out with him for an hour. How boring is that, though? To me, that just screams boredom right there. Or maybe you're meant to bring him up here, where you actually get kind of a bit of a headshot on him. Because he might be significantly more weaker in the head. Possibly. I'm just guessing. So maybe you're meant to engage with him on the stairs. But really don't know for sure. Okay, don't lock on. There is a message there, though. Only a storm can fell a something. Can fell a great wood. So we already know about that storm ruler weapon. We already dealt with that. Yeah, don't lock on. Or are you meant to use the storm ruler and attack the throne? That could be something too. That could be something too. you're meant to use the storm ruler to knock that chair. So we can try that. We switch to the storm ruler here. So we're going to run behind him, run up here, and maybe... Okay, maybe that's not the case. Kind of weird. Not gonna lie, this is a weird engagement. The storm ruler has kind of a weird attack animation though, where it swings. See, it only does 55 damage. Oh, that's the attack. Okay, so you actually, it does have a bit of a special attack. Okay, so you want to charge it up. You want to charge it up and then use the then you want to hit L2 again, I think. Like, oh, you want to hit L1 or R1. You want to hold down L2 while you're hitting R1. How gimmicky is it? Okay, that's okay. We figured it out. Okay, not a big deal, please. I knew there was some kind of gimmick to it. Well, this guy might be easier than we thought then. So, we figured this out here. Now he's getting a little angry. He's got some fire damage. I'm glad we figured it out, because it was kind of like... I would have been thoroughly disappointed if that was the case. If that was the case, I would have been disappointed if you had to trudge it out for an hour. Which I'm sure there's some Souls players that have done that. Oh, he had a good hit on us right there. Getting time to charge up your attack is a little tricky. So you just... He does recover pretty quick though, so you don't want to necessarily do your charge up. You don't want to do your charge up right after you knock him down, because you don't have enough time to do it, essentially. So, nothing's really changing about his moves, other than the fact that he's got a little bit of a... Just use that opportunity to heal. After your initial attack with the Storm Ruler there, pop the Ember because we're out of Estus. So now you wait for our opportunity. Oh, see, right there, we actually missed that one. So you probably want to lock on anytime you do this. Well, this boss is easy, please. It might have been good that we, oh, we forgot to hold L2. Oh, please. I knew it was gimmicky, please. Another boss down. So we read the message and it really did say, hey, you need to use the Storm Ruler here.
Unkindled one. The fire fades and awaits its one last lord. Prince Lothric is in your hands.
Prince Lothric is in your hands. Okay. Oh, please. That was easy, boss. we did take him about 25% of the way down with just our Claymore that one time. We just kept hacking and hacking at it for like 15 minutes. It got to be a bit of a bore. That's one thing I haven't quite experimented much with in the game is all of the special moves that all these different weapons have, because you know there is a lot of special attacks that a lot of these weapons has. My goodness, we still got time, and we just rocked Yorm the Giant. Okay, we just went somewhere weird.
Prince Lothric is in your hands.
Prince Lothric is in your hands.
Save his soul.
Save his soul.
Tell him what he must be, a lord.
Okay, so this lady here just died. And there's some weird dealio going on here. Okay, looks to be another boss fight immediately. That's kind of strange. Oops, I accidentally. Dancer of the Boreal Valley. I would prefer to get out of here. But we might not have the opportunity to do that. We just homeward boned out of there. That's so funny. I equipped the homeward bone and got out of there. Wasn't quite ready for another boss engagement. I didn't want to lose the souls we got from defeating that giant guy. What a gimmicky fight that was, the Yorm the Giant. Once you figured out you had to use the Storm Ruler, it was easy. Or we figured out how to use the Storm Ruler. We couldn't figure out how to use that weapon. Okay, take all this stuff back off. Go back to our previous setup here. Go back to our previous setup. Change this to... just put on the Sun Princess ring, why not? Okay. We could level up if we use a couple of soul items. We probably could level up twice. Let me use 2 of these Soul of the Weary Warrior here. And we'll level up twice.
Welcome home, speak. Very well. Then take nourish.
Touch the darkness within me, okay? And gimme a vitality and an endurance. We're getting our toughness up considerably. Level 65, okay. We are rocking.
Farewell, Ashmay the Flame.
So we beat that giant guy, and then we immediately encountered some strange Yorm the Giant. No, we beat Yorm the Giant, and then we encountered some weird dancer boss, but I just homeward bone out of there because we just finished beating up the giant. So let's go back to Yorm the Giant bonfire and see what's going on. What an easy boss. So I guess even as a, if I do end up playing as a caster on my second playthrough, I guess even as a caster, you'd still have to use the Storm Ruler, which is kind of a bummer, but oh well. So Yorm the Giant is done. We just couldn't figure out how to use that weapon, but I haven't practiced doing specialized maneuvers yet. Two-handed. That's the claymores. Oh, because stance, when a weapon tells you stance, it's holding the L2 button. That's how you're in stance. And you want to hold it as you attack. You don't want to... I was charging up the Storm Roller, letting it be charged, and just doing regular attacks, and it was only doing 55 damage. I had to hold the L2 and then swing with the R1, and it did that massive wind gust deal. Okay, so nothing's over here. It looked to me like where we were at a moment ago with that dancer boss was actually back at Lothric Castle. So we're going to head back there. At probably here is the... and just walk backwards into the castle. There's going to be a few enemies in the way. But at this stage of the game, they should be easy pickings because, you know, we're level 65. Back then, we were only like level 15 or 20. You do get up to level 20, 30 pretty quick in this game. But it's starting to slow down now, the levels I'm getting. So this was going to that undead settlement area. But if we turn around and go back this way, here over cliff, hold up the banner. Okay, thank you. If we go back this way, we actually can go back in what I believe was the room we were just in. So coming back to some of these enemies here, which we're going to be one-shotting with our +6 Claymore now. I wonder how much of a threat these knights are going to be now. It's actually... oh, nice shooting there, buddy. I like how the backstab can miss. We did encounter that a lot fighting the Silver Knights. We had a lot of backstabs that were missing. Considerably weaker now. We're actually killing these guys with arrows now. That's how you know they've gotten so much weaker. That's so funny. This was a lot of fun, this area. Playing it. We're killing them with arrows. I find it so funny because when we first come up here for the first time, it was like we definitely were killing them with arrows, that's for sure. I bet even this guy we could do it, but we'll just... yeah, he's still there. This is probably a good enemy to farm. And we actually didn't have the Claymore when we were fighting these guys. Whatever it was. Several streams ago. We actually were using the axe that we picked up from a Mimic. The deep battle axe. Knight's crossbow. Crossbow. Arbalest. Knight's crossbow. Oh, it does the lightning. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so this seems to be our next area to go in the game. Is some boss in here. Dancer of the Boreal Valley. So kind of some weird looking ghost thing. Got a flame blade. Not too tough defensively. We're doing pretty good damage to it. But I bet if they hit you, they hit you. Especially if you don't block anything. And you never know, they might have a couple of faces. Sometimes these bosses, they change the form. Oh yeah, the grabbing maneuver, okay. So the grab is where he gets this damage in. Sorry, I had to mute the mic for a minute. Oh, nice, nice. Okay, so he's got a lot going on for him. He's got a lot of abilities. Nice boss. Okay. So, defensively speaking, this boss is weak. I mean, that was our first attempt, and we got it all the way 33% of the way down. Just have to study its moveset a little bit better and understand how to block. If not block, but dodge. Every boss has a sweet spot. Just rush through these guys. We don't care. Nice little swing there. Yeah, they drop nothing as far as souls. Some of these beginning enemies here. That's so funny. I find this so funny, taking these guys out with the bow and arrow. It's probably better to do it this way, though, because you don't want to waste any Estus before you engage the boss. You really don't want to waste a bunch of your Estus. You want to just get in there and start fighting as quick as possible. So right off the bat, second attempt, we got the grab attack, which is massive damage. As long as we can avoid that grab attack, Yeah, see, there's the grab attack. You gotta watch its right arm there. When it does that swooping grab, you've really got to roll out of the way and just pray that it doesn't get you with that. A very shapely derriere, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of odd. Why would the game do that? Okay, so it's got some weird combo thing too. That time got it about almost halfway down. You're probably meant to really get in there and, go heavy-handed. I'm pretty sure this is the closest bonfire. That actually almost killed it. Yeah, just use arrows on these guys. This one you can run in there and slash them. Dancer of the Boreal Valley. A proper boss. Oh, I didn't want to get hit. That's okay. Oh, he got his shield up just in time. Yeah, that spear knight really doesn't like for you to tartle him. Lothric Knight Great Shield. We might actually equip some kind of weapon buff. We could try this magic buff or the bleed buff. The bleed buff might be effective. And what was I thinking? Oh yeah, I was also thinking of maybe using an ember. At least this one time. Just to see if there's any odd summon sign around here, which I don't think there is. Doesn't seem to be. Doesn't seem to be any. There's been a couple NPC summons we've run across. But this one looks like it's meant to be solo. So we're not going to bother using an ember for her anymore. Put a little bleed damage on. See if this has any effect. Okay, not bad, not bad. Kind of missing a couple swings here. Okay, please roll. Yeah, it's odd when you're yeah, that's the grab right there. That grab that she just did, that's the grab that really can wreck you. Yeah, she does hit really hard. This is like a heavy offensive boss here. And it's kind of weird, her swings. you know, her sword, it's a curved sword, but it's almost more like, oh, she grabbed us. It's a curved sword, but it's almost like a whip in the way it moves. So you can kind of, you can get away from her fairly easy. I bet as a caster, I don't think our bleed damage has done anything yet though, because oh yeah, that's the move right there. That's the one right there that's just absolutely crazy. And I forgot to see what it was that triggered her to do that. Okay, I don't know where I'm at in the arena here. Yeah, I don't know what started that combo right there she did, where she started spinning like crazy. A little bit buggy on the camera angle here. Oh, nice AoE attack. Yeah, it's a really weird, it's just a strange boss, the way the boss moves. Really got to keep your distance. Okay, that right there, that was the AoE. So we understand when she slams her right sword in the ground, she's going to do that AoE attack. The only thing I'm not sure about now is the weird, how do I say, multiple spinning combo she does. Yeah, see, I don't know what starts that right there. That strange multiple spam. Okay, we are about to use our last Estus here. Get out of there. We barely dodged that AoE attack there. Oh, we about had it. Oh, that was interesting. We actually almost had that boss. We had it down to nothing, just a couple of hits. We do know not to get hit by that area of effect attack that she has. She slams her right sword down on the ground. It causes her area of effect. That is actually not that bad. The only real threat is that crazy spinning maneuver she does. And I almost feel like sometimes if you fight her enough, you'll just get fortunate by her not doing that. So just take these guys out, get them out of the way. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Right in the face. Perfect. And if we do die again, which I'm sure we'll die several times before we kill her, we'll need to go back and change our Estus allotment, because we're not going to need the blue one in this fight, essentially. I just put the bleed damage on there. She might be immune to bleed damage, but I had the item, so I might as well use it, you know. Okay, dodged her first grab of the day. Nice AoE attack. Yeah, I think that's what's confusing about her. She's so weird in the way she moves. It's very strange. I only got that just so it wasn't in my way. Pull back. To me, it seems like she gets more aggressive as the fight goes on. She's kind of moving slow right now. Oh, nice. Dodge that area of effect. Just say AoE. Don't say area of effect. Oh, that one keeps hitting me. That was the second time that one... Oh, back away, back away. So she kind of screams. Oh, you can kind of hide back here. Really? Can you actually, like, legitimately hide back there? Yeah, see right there, I get greedy, and I try to take a shot. And anytime I feel like I've got a good counter, she gets a nice swing on me. That was actually worse than the last time. The hit that she got me with that time, she would make like a couple of swings, and then in my mind, I'm like, okay, she made a couple of swings. Let me move in and get a hit on her. But then she would kind of have like a back off swing. That's the good way to describe it, a back off swing. So she has a very effective back off swing. Oh, nice headshot. No heal for you. Ah, nice. Well, I'm glad we didn't farm these guys before, which we haven't done any farming in this game, but there's really no point, because you're going to fight them enough when you come over here. Magic heal. And we're definitely going to consume a little bit here before we go back in and fight her again. This area is kind of odd to me, because there's something about the mechanics in this area that is a little weird. This courtyard and castle. I kind of encountered it when we came here before. It just seemed a little odd the way it was playing. Oh, just getting some text messages here. Not sure why. Don't you know I'm doing a live stream? So we're making a heck of a progress on this game, without a doubt. We're currently working on this dancer boss here. Let me just reply this text here. What was I going to say? That giant boss fight we just did, that was like way easier than I thought it was going to be. Once we figured out the whole Storm Ruler deal. But if you remember, if you were there with me when we fought him, we got him about 25% of the way down with just our Claymore. we just kept slapping him. It was so funny. It was just like the never-ending boss fight. And it kind of got me disappointed at first because I was like, there's no way this is the boss fight. Because if this is what it is, it'd be such a slap in the face to casual players that just want to come in and play, you know. Because you would have to grind one boss for like an hour. That's what was miserable about a lot of old games is I enjoy old games more than most people, I guess, but some of the old games, it can just be, you get to a point where you know you're going to win, you know you've got it, but you just have to grind it out for time, you know. I guess the further back in time you go, the more time people had. Although you think you might not have time, all you got to do is just go onto your Steam account and look at specific games and see how much time you've played on each game. I don't know if PlayStation or Xbox does that too, if it shows you how much you played on each game, but on the PC on Steam, it'll show you, you've played this game for, 40 hours, 50 hours. And you'll start realizing, oh man, I played this game for like a whole week. I could have worked for 40 hours, made money, you know. The Claymore is just beautiful in this game. They did it right. And the Silver Knight armor, I wish we had the gauntlets. We didn't get the gauntlets on a drop, and we didn't get the helmet on a drop. But we could go back and get that. I'm just moving the camera around a little bit here. Our girl is currently getting wrecked by this dancer character. We actually, 2 attempts ago, we had her down to just like a sliver of health, like 2 hits maybe. But I'm convinced this is one of those bosses where, as a casual player, it's not so much. It has a little bit to do with how you're playing, but it also has a little bit to do with, the luck of the draw on what she's gonna hit you with. Is she gonna hit you with just those swinging moves? Is she gonna just keep spamming AoE attacks, which would be easy if you were like a caster? Or is she going to keep, doing that crazy combo spin that one hits you? You got to be nimble on your feet for this Dancer of the Boreal Valley here. Got to be nimble. Nimble and quick. Don't let her grab you. She does a hell of fire damage. See, that move right there is actually pretty easy to counter. You want to watch for... I guess you really just gotta watch her, you know. Let the boss do something first. Don't be like me. And take a swing and then get punished for it. Because even though we've got good armor, each slap is just ripping through our HP. I guess when she's walking, you really could, you could kind of hit her as she's walking. Okay, we did good. We did pretty good right there. Yeah, that's the hit. Those are the hits that really started wrecking us. I doubt you can stagger her. I would be shocked if you could stagger her. Okay, this is when she does the weird, crazy spinning combo thing. You just want to get behind a pillar. So I think we figured out her spinning combo deal. It's kind of hard to tell. What she's going to do at any particular moment. Very unpredictable boss. So I'm trying to get pulled back here a little bit so I can heal up somewhat. Yeah, that move right there, if you get caught with that out in the open, that was a good attempt, though. We've had about 2 really good attempts on her. We had one that was really good. So just with me, as I roll, you got to keep trudging it out. It would be nice to not have to keep fighting these clowns. Easy enough. It's not really for the souls more than the items you get from these guys, I guess. Oh, the claymore is so effective on the stairs. We actually already have the Lothric Knight armor. We picked that up before. Okay, attempt whatever it is, 6 or 7 on this weirdo dancing boss here. We could try using the weird magic buff here on our weapon one time. I did mean to change our Estus. I keep forgetting to do that. So not off to the best start here. When she goes for the grab, that is kind, and if she misses the grab, that is kind of a good opportunity to drink one. Whatever equipment we have is not effective for her weapons. Her weapons are just eating through our armor. That was pretty good right there. That had deceptively, not that last hit. The hit prior to that last hit had a slight deceptive range on that. Okay, this time we're going to remember to go back and change the lineup of our Estus. And we could try to, well, I don't know if I want to change my armor, though. I like the armor we have.
Ah, 'tis good, wasn't he? Pretty be careful.
All right, thank you, my friend. And I did change one of our rings. I put on the Pontiff ring instead of the Sun Princess ring. The Sun Princess ring is not, it's very slow to heal the HP using that ring. We've got a little bit of time. I got a good feeling we can get this chick knocked out. And that one attempt, we were really close. We were just a couple of slaps away from taking her out. And it probably would be beneficial to take the bow off and just use a helmet instead. But that's a bit of a drag, having to change your equipment every couple of minutes. Nice. So we can take off the bow and the talisman and put on the Herald helm and still be underweight. Well, actually, we could just every attempt we come up here, we'll just equip our bow and unequip our bow, essentially. Curious if there's any... Well, not the great shields, but if there's any shield that has significantly better magic and fire defense than what we have. That are comparable to the weight, too. We don't want something too heavy. 50 and 52. The War God wooden shield is not bad. It did help us defeat that Abyss Watchers boss. Let me sit up here. Straighten out my back. Alright. Another attempt on the Dancer of the Boreal Valley. Some decent dodging right there. Yeah, watch out for that grab. Gotta keep getting the hits in. That's the problem. I tend to dance with the boss so long. That I forget I have to hit it. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Oh, nice dodge of the grab. Gotta keep an eye on her. Okay, that was a new move. I've never seen that yet. You can kind of use the pillars to a somewhat decent effect too, it seems like. If you don't want to be out in the open so much. Oh, okay. I get it. I think I understand. I think I understand when she does the crazy combo spin now. She'll slam her swords in the ground, making you think she's going to do that area of effect attack. Oh, maybe not. I think she's got a couple of those then. We can punch that. We've got the environment in our way bad right now. Yeah, we had the environment in our way bad over there on that wall. That was good. This is a good boss fight. We're doing miserable, but we're whittling it down. This is what these games are all about. Taking your time, studying and learning. I've got faith. We can give her a couple more attempts here. If not, we always have tomorrow night's stream. So now I can equip the bow. Wait. Now I can equip the bow here, sorry. Sometimes I gotta mute the mic if there's something going on in the background. We'll give this old dancer a couple more attempts here. I've got faith. Being an archer is tricky, though, in this game. Because it's a lot easier. The hitbox, you can actually, like, miss units by shooting between their legs easily. He's got the high ground, but okay, unequip the bow. Put our talisman on, do a little heal here. I doubt you could run past those guys. You might be able to. I might try that on the next attempt. Alright, here we go. Little dancer. Off to a bad start. Sometimes when you get off to a bad start, you end up doing really good. You never know. Okay, we dodged the grab. Going for a bit more aggression here. Way too much dancing around last time. Okay, run up in there, punish. Oh, she does stagger. So you get enough hits. You get her about a third of the way down. She does stagger a bit. Punish. Dodge. Okay, whoa, hold on. That was a good hit on her part. A very good hit. We're getting chewed up over here. Get out of there, my goodness. Thank you. Yeah, that one you can't roll backwards. That's twice in the same fight. I made that mistake. The leap up and the lunge forward. Don't roll backwards on that. You probably want to go forwards. Okay, now she's going to do the crazy dance here. My goodness. Yeah, that's instant death. If you get caught up in that, Good luck. Punish, punish. That's kind of a medium angry combo she does. Oh, that one actually connected with us. Wow. Yeah, we consistently get her halfway or less. It's just a matter of continuing attempts and time, really. Okay, this time I'm actually going to just run past everybody. Would the Pontiff be better, or I don't think she does dark damage though, but it's okay. We're going to try the dark damage absorption here. We're going to attempt to run past these guys instead of having to fight them every time we come up here. Just because it's a bit of a bore. Huh. Okay, so you can just run past everybody. That'll make coming back to her much easier. Really, it's like she does fire damage than anything. So probably a mistake wearing the dark stone plate ring. You really gotta watch her moves. Yeah, the back off swing right there after her large lunging attack. Oh, she's about to do the crazy combo. Get out of range of that. Yeah, when you think she's going to do the dark area of effect, but there's no explosion, that means she's going to do the crazy combo. And every once in a while she'll do that mid combo there. Yeah, she's pretty angry. Not gonna lie, she's pretty angry right now. She's getting fed up with us constantly coming in here over and over. She's getting tired of seeing our girl's face here. Okay, that's not the dark attack. Kind of lost tracking on her for a minute there. We're doing a better job not getting caught off guard on some of those goofy close magic she does. So she does the... Okay, when she does the explosion, that's good. She's not going to do the weird combo. Okay, that was kind of new right there, I think. She's got so many different moves. So she does the dark. She did the explosion, so you can come in. Okay, that was not good. We just got hit with that. We got lucky right there. Use the environment to your advantage. Don't let it be a hindrance. Yeah, that's what I call a back off swing right there. Okay, that wasn't bad. We're going through the Estus like crazy, but well, that time she didn't even charge up. So we probably want to stay close to her for a minute here. We do have an Ember we can use. Okay, don't kick. Kicking does nothing. Explosion, get in there and swing. Okay, Ember. That's the second time that we got her down to nothing. Well, we didn't have the opportunity. We had an Ember we were about to use too, and it would have given us enough health. That was like the closest we've gotten. Well, the other time was really close, but that's twice now we've got her down to almost nothing. We are done for the evening. We will come back. When we come back tomorrow evening, around 8 Central, we will be knocking out this Dancer character. We've got a lot of practice on her tonight. I would say at least about 10 attempts. So she's probably going to go down. It could be anywhere between 11 to the 20th attempt. We'll get her down. She's just very odd. And our old eyes are getting smashed and tired. I appreciate everybody coming out to the beautiful live stream this evening. And until next time, peace.